Feels like it's a little better. Feels like it's a little better. And it's way over there. I love catching on that long cast. Good God! Okay, I'll get this one in the boat. So I'm back out on Oak Hollow and back out in Dink City. Starting to think this is all Oak Hollow has in it. I'm telling you, man, if there's any big fish back in these shallow flats, your boy can't catch them. I'm not frustrated. Well, I'm frustrated I'm not catching big ones. I'm not frustrated. So I caught two out of the same area. Hadn't done that in a minute. This one's even smaller than the last one. This is bait. Any of you guys out there? That's bait. Oh, it attacked right at the boat. I'm throwing everything over here. I'm in the same spot. There's a little school right here. It's a little better one, but I'm throwing everything. I'm throwing the Alabama rig. I'm throwing the double fluke rig. I'm throwing a swim bait. He's a little fatty, but it's the best one. That's sad when that's the biggest one of the day. But you know, I've not moved out of this spot. Just making the same cast. There's just a little school right here, but I just wish there was some big ones in it. Alright, I moved off of that spot, just basically turned my boat around. Still into the dinks. Yeah, the water's still in the mid-60s. Maybe that's why the big ones hadn't moved up yet. Let's have a couple pretty cool nights coming up in the 30s, so maybe they'll move up, but right now it's just these guys. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. Basically I got a lipless crankbait. This one's got a little chrome on it. It's like a light gray, almost chrome color. But I'll make a fairly long cast, let it sink for a second, and then reel it in. Now I'm in really shallow water, so I mean my boat I think setting in 2, but so I don't let it sink to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Now as I go back into these shallower areas, it would definitely start hitting the bottom. But you know, unfortunately with a lipless crankbait, when you hit structure or you hit the bottom, it feels just like a bite. So you are definitely going to lose some when you're out here in these shallows. So what I try to do is I just try to, you know, start off slow, and then I'll give it a little boost and slow it down, give it a little boost. If I'm in a little deeper water, I might pause it. But you know, here if you pause it, you end up laying it down on the bottom, and I'm not a big fan of that. I do want it to hit the bottom, don't get me wrong. I do want it to hit the bottom, but I don't want it to plow the bottom, if that makes sense. So right now, I mean, I'll give it a twitch every once in a while, and especially if I'm in this shallow water, I want to twitch it up. That way the bait goes up and it don't go toward the bottom, or you know, I've actually had them hit it in during the twitch. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make a long cast, let it sink for about 2 seconds, and then just kind of vary my speed, give it a little twitch. I'm not trying to pull it up out of the water. This thing has a BB in it, so when you go like that, you hear it go. So that's what I'm. Oh, gotta know what I mean. I don't know how to catch big ones. I don't know how to catch them big ones, but I can catch a dadgum live well full of them bad boys. Yeah, I will say this too. I'm power pulled down. And what I'll do, I'll make a fan cast. So I'll start here and just kind of work my way around. But if I'm not power pulled down, when I do get a bite, I will power pull down or use my spot lock. But if there's a way you can stop your boat right there, especially because you could be a school ahead of you. So you want to stop. Once you get a bite, you want to stop and kind of fish that area pretty thoroughly. So like I said, you know, I'm power pulled down, so I ain't going nowhere. So once you catch one, you want to pay attention to what you were doing. That one kind of hit it as I was slowing down. So you want to, you know, if you were doing if you were popping it when it hit it, or if you were slowing it down, speeding it up, whatever you were doing, you want to try to repeat that. And again, hopefully, you know, if you do get into a school, you'll catch several out of that one spot. But I just like the way the bait feels better when I'm stopped. I mean, I'll move, but you know, if you're moving forward and you're doing a retrieve, you're having to catch up with that. You're having to catch up with that lure. So, and if you're sitting still, your retrieve speed is honest. If that makes sense. If you're moving forward, you're gonna have to reel faster to get the same exact retrieve speed on that lure. So I just like to sit down, make a few casts. You know, if I make my fan cast all the way around and I don't get anything, then I'll move up about probably 2 boat lengths, especially if I'm out here and just in this shallow. I'll move up about 2 boat lengths and anchor down again. feels like it's a little better. Feels like it's a little better, and it's way over there. I love catching on that long cast. Oh, it's definitely a better fish, guys. Definitely a better fish. I am glad. If I can get it in the boat. That long cast, you gotta take your time. Don't muscle them in. All right, guy. All right, guy. All right, guy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Guys, I'm telling you, man, you got to weed through all these little ones to get to one with quality. This looks pretty good. Yep, he was hooked pretty good. That's awesome. I mean, like I said, you seen me catch all these dinks. Made about 1,000 casts. Finally got a good quality fish. That's one I call picture quality right there. But that was way over there, man. I threw toward that lay down right there. It was way over there. It's pretty awesome. So, made my day. I'll go back to catching a few dinks now. I'm happy. Another one feels pretty good, pretty good. He thinks he's a beast anyway. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. All right, got him. Hold on. It's catfish. That was a foul hook catfish. Going back over here to this spot, see if the school's still there. I caught this one. I mean, it's a dink, but like it was probably 5 or 6 with it, so I'll throw her here for a second and see what I can catch. I've literally only got them to bite one thing today, and that's this lipless crankbait right there. I've thrown everything else. I've got 9 rods out, guys, and I've thrown everything at them, and this is the only bait they'll bite today.